Well, it's Friday, and that can only mean one thing, that it is New Gear Day. Hi, I'm Mark from Port Mac Guitars, and yeah, welcome to New Gear Day in the nerve centre of portmacguitars.com.au. And let's talk about some cool new things, so let's crack on with it. First of all, just remind everyone of the Guitars, Food and Wine event that we're putting on later in the month. Tickets are already half sold, so the response has been awesome. A lot of interstate guys coming in. It's going to be a really fun night. You know, we've got some really cool experts coming in. Us are all going to be there as well to help out. Look at some awesome collection of guitars that we have coming in, as well as our own collection here. And it's just going to be an awesome night. You know, spend some time drinking some food and some wine with like-minded people. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you crack on with that. Tickets are $35, and yeah, you can grab them on the website or in store for the locals here. New additions that have finally come in is the ES8 from Boss. So these were launched at NAMM in January, and so they're finally here, which is great. Better late than never. And it's a bit of a revolutionary product. I was pretty excited when I first seen these, and now actually getting one in my hands, which you can see here, is has been a revelation. So first things first. The construction of these things is unbelievably good. Totally touring grade, extremely high quality switches, everything made of metal, and yeah, you could just kill a small child with this thing if you really wanted to. Purely the amount of ins and outs in this thing is just unbelievable. So I guess their whole idea behind it is a couple of things. You know, they obviously want to give a versatile solution to musicians that have a bunch of pedals and, you know, want to have a bit of an easier time, you know, creating the tones that they actually want to get. So by giving us, you know, just such a plethora of ins and outs, means that you've just got, you know, options for days. You've got 800 different patches that you can save on this thing as well, which is just, you know, insane. And if you can fill all those, I'll be very surprised. MIDI ins and outs, so you can control the delay timings and actually save the delay timings as patches inside of the pedal itself. So if you've got outboard like Strymon pedals and that sort of thing, then yeah, basically just it will control your world after that. Other cool things about it has an inbuilt looper, and then to answer a question that has been asked a couple of times, is that it is purely analog, so it's all soft patching. So the whole idea is that it's maintaining the integrity of the tone all the way through the unit. So even though you're having extra connections, it just means, you know, you're not going to be losing out at the end of the day. And yeah, I definitely challenge people to see if they can hear the difference. $7.99 in stock, ready to ship, and yeah, have at you. Facebook followers would have seen that the Fender price freeze has begun. So, as discussed a couple episodes ago, Fender raised their prices. The dollar went down to 80 cents, and even down to 75 at one stage. And so, yeah, Fender sort of upped their prices about 10 to 15%, which made a big difference with like a lot of things like American standards and American deluxe as well. Basically anything American. That sort of, you know, hit us all in the teeth a little bit. And so our solution to that was take advantage of buying 100 odd grand of stock. So it's all here, it's all on the website. You can go to the Fender price freeze tab on the left hand side and see just a huge range of like American deluxe, American standard, American special, and standard stuff as well, along with other things that you can grab there. So have at you. 500 Club. So we had a bit of a tester with this online on Facebook, as you would have seen. We were asking, you know, what you guys wanted to see out of us in the future, and yeah, so this was one of the things. So obviously, with the 6-month lay-by, is one thing that people have been asking for, and you know, to be honest with everyone, that's a risky proposition for us. So a lot of the time, you know, the longest terms that we can negotiate with suppliers is 3 months. So by going that extra 3 months, you know, it's going to be a hard slog. But at the end of the day, you know, we have a mission to get the guitars, you know, that you guys want into your hands, and then B, you know, make our store feel like your next door store. And you know, even though we're thousands of kilometers away, that we still feel like, you know, we're still in your lounge room, we're still you know, we're still going to be your local store. So, you know, that means that we just have to keep going to the next level. And so we're putting the feelers out there. There's an expression of interest form on the website where we're sort of looking for feedback, and the feedback so far has been unbelievable. So the amount of you that are just slamming us with emails saying yes, 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 we want this sort of thing, you know, is awesome. So we're thinking that we're getting on the right track. So what we're looking at is a $49 membership fee paid each year. So that would essentially give you access to 6-month online lay-bys with only a 10% purchase for guitars that are over $1,500. So, you know, we're trying to help out the guys that are looking for that $1,500 to $5,000 mark, you know, because you guys are a big part of our business, and, you know, we want to keep servicing you the best we can. And yeah, so the other thing as well is early access to some sale events and stuff like that that we'll be testing out later on. The new guitar concierge service, which is really cool. So as a few people online will attest, me and a couple of the other guys here work extremely hard with specific customers to help you get the guitars that you want. And that's a service that you know, has been really appreciated from the end user. So yeah, basically there's always, you know, the guitar of your dreams that you want to find, and it's really hard for you to do it, and we just basically bend over backwards to find it, and it's awesome, you know, like the amount of nice words that we hear at the end of the day makes it all worthwhile. So we want to expand that, keep getting it outwards, you know, and because we don't publicize it, and we should. So there we go. So that's an extra cool add-on that you get for a really small fee. And then as well, the revolutionary part of the thing as well is the access to the online trade-in service, and with a very small shipping fee. So trade-ins are always, you know, a hard thing. People want, you know, always have great gear, want to, you know, but put that towards like a purchase, you know, a much larger purchase. And being that, you know, we can sometimes be, you know, quite far away from our customers, that sometimes can't happen. And we want it to happen, you know, like there's so much cool gear out there that, you know, we'd like to, you know, get our hands on, you know, and to help you, you know, get the guitar of your dreams after that. So that's why we're sort of going to move into that side of things, where basically we have a process. You have to be part of the PMG 500 Club, first and foremost, but we have a process that we go through, which isn't a quick one. It's a quite cohesive one, which, yeah, you can understand, where we can evaluate the guitar for you remotely. And then it's just a flat cost fee for the guitar to get to us, and we arrange everything for you, so we just take it all out of your hands. And yeah, it just means that at the end of the day, it will just make this whole extra part of our business. You know, we'll have this great sort of second-hand market to look at now as well, because we're always getting asked for second-hand guitars and that sort of thing. So there we go. So it's all very exciting. So we just implore you, just keep the feedback coming, because the more feedback we get from you guys, the better. And it just helps us mold things so that, yeah, moving on into the future, yeah, things are going to look pretty rosy. After that, all we got left is TS Minis are back in stock, 108, free shipping. We only got our hands on 3 of them, so last time these sold in less than 24 hours, so go crazy. So yeah, that is all for today. As always, leave any comments or questions below, and please, more feedback, expression of interest for the 500 Club, and we will yeah, crack on with that one. All right, guys, till next week, cheers.